I'm not in the Tiara Club, they're my fucking tiaras, okay? The goddamn president of the fucking Tiara Club. Founded that motherfucker. Got spares in the car and shit. People always, because you know, when people see you wearing a tiara, they're like, where'd you guys get those tiaras? Like there's a fucking tiara vendor wandering the streets. I'm like, it's not a parade, asshole. I brought them from home. What the fuck is wrong with you? So now I tend to bring extras. I bring extras. Russell, if you're gonna tape me, you want to do it over there where the audience is, so you're not just taping. Because I know, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty nice back there. It's a pretty decent view. I got my Deadpool panties on.
Okay, fine.
No, it's do you want to move over here too, so it's not weird? I'm gonna rotisserie back here to you guys every now and then. I'm sorry, guys. I've been having a very stressful life recently. Very, very stressful time in my life. And I just want to say that when James was talking about how white people take things too far, I looked down at like my tie-dyed toenails, and I was like, fuck you, man, I'm taking it just far enough. Like if there was another surface on my body that could be tie-dyed. I forgot I had tie-dye shoes, it really made my day. Alright, we're gonna get real for a minute, guys. I'm gonna bring it down. What's going on right now in my life is very stressful because what's happening. Well, fuck, let's start here. Yesterday was my birthday. I turned 41 yesterday. Yes, thank you. Fucking nailing it. Looking awesome. What? Very limber still spry. I got it. I've been having some issues. I have a son that just turned 3 years old, and what's been going on in my life is that CPS has decided that I am too weird to have my son. Yeah, guys, and they came to my house, and they fucking took him away. And it's been insanely fucking stressful. And I know how that sounds. You guys are probably all going, oh, fucking stay away from this bitch. She's a lot crazier than we thought. We thought the tie-dye was kind of cute, and now we're like, she eats babies, obviously. That's not the case. I'm very active about seeking mental health treatment. Like, I'm one of those people that's enthusiastic about it. I'm like, fucking DBT class today, bitches. Who's going? And everyone's like, not me. What's wrong with you? I took myself to a mental hospital and enjoyed it, like fucking Patch Adams style. That's who I am. You know, I was in there like, who's playing ping pong, bitches? It's a tournament today. And I guess in rural North Carolina, that's just unacceptable. They're like, this is too weird for us. So they took my fucking son away, and because I'm not a violent person, I have no criminal background, any of that shit, like, believe it or not, I've never been arrested, which is weird because I look like a drug dealer, but totally clean background. So my son is living at home with me, but he's technically in foster care. This has never fucking happened apparently, so no one knows what to do. Like, they're suing me for child support because he's technically in state custody, but he lives at home with me. This is the system I'm fucking dealing with. Yeah, Jesus Christ indeed, sir. Jesus fucking Christ indeed. I'm like, what? I have a son. My son is a 3-year-old child. He just turned 3. He's the size of a fucking 5-year-old. Like the kind of kid that we go out in public and people are like, manage your child. And I am like, I am so sorry. He is a toddler. And they are like, holy fuck, get him away from my scrawny fucking riddled with sickness children. Because my kid is a Hulk, you know what I mean? Kid was a Hulk the minute he was born. Dude came out of my fucking hoo-ha, and the first thing he did in this world was a Navy SEAL style fucking push-up. Just fucking brolic, this kid. And I was alarmed when that happened, because I knew that wasn't normal. I was like, why is my son so strong? But what was very alarming was immediately after the push-up was everyone in the delivery room was like, well, that doesn't look like a newborn to me. I don't know about you, but I don't think that's a newborn. I'm like, what are you guys even accusing me of? Like, I'm being the world's greatest magician? If this isn't the child you just took out of my no-no spot, where was I hiding the other infant? I am nude. It's just such a weird thing to accuse me of. Anyway, I'm not competitive. I'm a woman. I don't give a shit about how big my baby was at birth. I'm not out here bragging to other women like, you should have seen my taint was ripped open all the way to the back. Like, no. These are not the stories we're telling each other. God, did they kind of get 2 sets of forceps and stand up on the table? Shit was crazy. That's man stuff. That's the fucking Tom Brady type nonsense right there. Just sneaking up to the hospital with like a false butt full of toddlers. Like, I'm gonna win this birth. Watch me. Why would I ever do that? Ridiculous. And so, for the last few months, what I've been doing is just suffering in silence, because the last thing you need when you're a mental health advocate who wears head-to-toe tie-dye and has a mixed-race baby in rural North Carolina is for everyone you fucking know to know that CPS is trying to take your kid away. But what's happened at this point is I've had 2 public defenders quit on me because I've got proof. And nobody wants to be the dick that has to go to the judge and be like, by the way, we have to send all these fucking social workers to jail now. Yeah, like, I know how that sounds. It makes me sound even fucking crazier. But look, you can go on my YouTube channel. I put the audio up. Y'all can all double check me. I'll show you the fucking evidence and shit. If I can keep it in the car now. I should just have my papers like it's Nazi Germany and be like, here's my fucking papers. My fucking papers. I've been vetted. I'm fucking fine. So what I had to do when I realized that my second public defender was getting ready to quit, and here's how I knew he was getting ready to quit, because he's one of these real Southern dudes. And he started sending me these emails that didn't make any sense, like Southern dude shit like, well, I'll tell you what, you'll get a chance to present your case, but I'm not sure when. Okay, how about at court, when we have the court date? How about that be a good time? Like, I got real nervous, so I said I was gonna go public, tell my friends what was going on, ask for help. I was like, I need letters, y'all. I need letters to say that I'm a good mom, and you let me watch your kids, and blah, blah, blah. So I made this video, and I sent it out to a bunch of folks. And people start coming back to me with these letters, and they're gorgeous letters. They're, oh, you're such a great person. I fucking love you. And then I get one back from a casting director, because I apparently sent the video to her. And rather than just be like, why did you send me this? Or ignoring me, which I think would have been the polite thing to do. She wrote a letter about how talented I am and how easy to work with on set I am. So it was terribly embarrassing, but I'm definitely going to attach that to my headshot and use that fucking thing. She was really kind, and the letter was really nice. I just got myself all stressed out talking about this shit. So my punishment, basically, the reason my son is living at home with me, even though he's technically in fucking foster care, is because my mother is supervising me. I'm 41 years old. My mother is a fucking psycho. So it's not going great, guys. Like, okay, imagine how much weed you need to hang out with a toddler. And then double it, because you're wrong. Okay, and then add your fucking mother to that equation. I am going broke. Okay, I can't keep buying all this weed. I am gonna have to start sucking dick for weed, and I don't even know if that's a market that exists. Can you suck dick for weed? Like, I saw my weed dude today. I'm not sure he knows what a dick is. Like, he's very small. He's got a trumpet. I don't know. Maybe he'd be up for it. I don't even know if he's into chicks. I don't even know if he's a chick. I'm calling him him. He hasn't corrected me. It's not gonna go great. And I'm supposed to be telling clean jokes because I'm supposed to be trying to make a tape for America's Got Talent, and I'm like, I don't even do clean jokes, I do dick jokes. So let's do one clean joke about my mom because it makes me happy, and then we'll do some dick jokes and get the fucking mood back in here. How do we feel about that? Some dick jokes. My mother, I don't know what her fucking problem is. I'm not gonna say my mom is stupid because she's not. She went to Dowling College, she was in the physics department, she owns her own business. She's not stupid. But when I'm around, she just lets go of the wheel. You know what I'm talking about? Like, if we're walking around and we're shopping, she'll just wander into traffic and I gotta grab the back of her shirt and pull this bitch back on the sidewalk because she's counting balloons and nonsense. Like, it's so fucking frustrating. She's like, oh my God, that was crazy. I'm like, no, you're crazy, and I fucking hate you. So I think that's how I'm gonna let her die, you know? That's how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna give her like a real nice last day. Like, you know when you gotta put your dog down and you're like, let's get him some ice cream or something. Like, I'm gonna comb her hair because she loves that shit. Get her an ice cream cone, and then I'm just gonna take her for a walk, and when she goes, I'm just gonna step back. No one can get me for manslaughter. Okay, let's do some dick jokes. I'm a single mom, and you guys might be thinking, this is time, well, CPS involved, where the fuck is the father? I had a baby with a musician, and that's on me, okay? On me. He was hot, and he had the moves and shit, and I know what I'm talking about. I've been a whore for many years. Many years, hundreds of dicks. And in all that dick, I never said anything very interesting or out of the ordinary, but the first time I had sex with my son's father, out of the blue, without being able to think about it, I shouted into his face, "That dick dough!" Like, I surprised myself. I was like, I don't even know what that means. I apologize. was like he gave me dick Tourette's. Like the more he fucked me, the more fucked up shit came out of my mouth. I was like, I love your mother. What? Why? It's gross. It's weird because he's much younger than I am. And usually I feel like men under 30 don't have any moves in the bedroom. You know, they have a lot of enthusiasm. I feel like I'm talking to this section right now. You're very cocky, sir, okay? You have an air about you that says, I am 26 and I'm a big dick and I don't think I have to have anything else. That is what your energy is putting out.
About the age.
All right, how old are you?
32.
Oh, that's adorable. I am 32. I am an adult. Good for you, sir. Good for you, sir. You know, stay away from young dudes with big dicks, because they're literally like, well, I showed up, and I'm like, good for you, motherfucker, that's my job, okay? I'm a literal hole. That's my whole fucking job here. You do the fucking. I hang out, I try to stay moist, I'm hydrated, but usually young men, it's mostly enthusiasm as opposed to skill. They're always like, well, don't worry, I can do that again in 5 minutes. And I'm like, never do that again. God. You should be ashamed of yourself, and for the love of Christ, take your socks off. It's awkward. I brought home a 19-year-old once because I found him in a hot tub. Finders keepers, movement. I knew he was going to be bad in bed. I knew it. He was terrible. But I brought him home anyway because he told me he'd never had a blowjob. And I was like, well, this is an opportunity right here. Even if I give him a shitty blowjob, which I will, I will still own this kid, right? He'd be my minion. I can be like, go forth and bring back Mike and Ike's. Snack time in my kingdom. Now I'm technically middle-aged, and I gotta tell you, there's this whole other problem at this end of the spectrum, because I thought I'm trying to be moral, you know what I mean? I'm trying to be a good person now. I'm somebody's mom. I'm like, let me date someone age appropriate. Their dicks don't work, okay? And the men my age, and it's not because they're like, oh, it just doesn't work anymore. They're all on fucking antidepressants. And they're on antidepressants and their fucking dick doesn't work. And it's not appropriate to ask people if they're on antidepressants on fucking Tinder, you know? Like a dude's like, hey, I'd like to get drinks. You can't be like, well, what are your medications? It's frustrating because I'm like, you know I came here for the dick. I didn't come for nachos and chat. You know, I'm not trying to get fingered like a 13-year-old all night. You fucking know it. So what I've done now is I just started having dudes start sending me a dick pic, which I know just gets them all revved up. Like I used to hate a dick pic. Send me a dick pic, it felt like pressure. You know, now I gotta try to shoot you down without making you suicidal and shit. My go-to was always, oh my God, I don't know, it's not gonna fit. Sorry, it's not gonna fit. So scary. What a scary, scary big penis. You know, because the dude's not gonna argue with you and be like, what are you talking about? It's not gonna happen. They just take it and they're like, I guess she just has a really tiny vagina. It's weird. Some sort of inverse proportions. But that all changed when I got into my 40s. Now I'm like, you send me a picture of your boner holding today's paper or I'm not taking a fucking shower. Shave my goddamn legs for nothing. Waste my time. Give me the dick. Boys are so gross too. Honestly, I feel like, are you young, ma'am? I can't see you very well. Are you a college student?
No.
Because usually I come here and I'm like, it's all these baby kids, and I didn't know I was going to go over to them. I'm going to talk about CPS to all these baby children. You're a grown up?
I am.
So you probably already know then. You don't have to. What about you, little one on the floor?
I am 41.
Really? And you're still doing Indian style on the ground? That is impressive shit. Because no, there's always that one like skinny stage crew bitch that's like, no, it's fine. I'm just going to lay on this rock. And I'm like, okay. I'm part lizard and I watch a lot of anime, so it's fine. I like that bitch. I always like that bitch. She's got cool shit in her pockets. She's a skinny bitch, but I'm gonna keep her. You're in, ma'am. Yeah, you're in. Do I want a dick pic? Yeah, it's fucking quarantine, okay? Nobody's getting any dick right now except married people who fucking hate each other. Nobody's getting any dick except for irresponsible people. And it's hard, okay? Because we've been in retrograde. All the exes have been offering up their dicks and shit like that. I'm like, it wouldn't be that bad. We've already shared each other's germs, but I'm not doing it. Point being, my message to the young women out there is don't bother shaving your legs. These boys are fucking gross, man. They don't give a shit. You could be full of hair. You could be an actual, literal monster. You know, as long as you have like a moist area with like a little bit of a divot in it, they're cool. They're like, you want to get some pizza or something? Like, dudes will microwave a cantaloupe and have sex with it. So please, love yourself. You are enough. Excuse me, I'm burping. Oh my god, I can't believe I have to wrap it up already. I don't want to go back to my real life. It's gonna be terrible. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. What should we talk about, guys? What do you guys want to close with? What should I bitch about? I mean, my go-to is black dicks, but I feel like there's gonna be like a weird thing between you and me, and all the white dudes are gonna be like, "Why did you have to do that? We were having so much fun, and then she ruined it." I do want a dick pic, so it's been so long, so long. So can I tell you, the other day I was masturbating, and I literally was like, "Oh my god, I forgot what anal feels like." Like that's what I fucking forgot. I can't picture it anymore. It's terrible. I grew up in an area with all white people, so for many, many years I didn't know about black dick. I didn't understand, you know? Like I heard sayings, people would be like, "Oh, once you go black, you don't go back." And I'm like, that doesn't make a ton of sense. You have to go home eventually. You know, and now I get it, you know, because once you've seen a black dick, it's hard to go back to a white dick and think of it as a sexual object. You know what I mean? Because what you don't realize until you've seen a black dick is that white dicks aren't white. They're pink. And they are adorable. Okay? Oh my god, they're fucking cute. Just, I love those little guys. Put little hats on them, a little kerchief. It's like somebody shaved a hamster and just woke him up with a flashlight. I'm like, oh, he's chilly. Wrap him back up. Come on. Poor little fella. Not black dicks. Black dicks that make me a little bit afraid, like that feeling you get on a roller coaster and shit. I'm like, is it gonna fit? Is it gonna hurt? That's crazy. And it's different, you know, like culturally speaking, there's differences. Like I said, grew up with around all white folks. So the first time I had sex with a black man, I was confused. You know, shit went down. Like right in the middle, he was like, "Whose pussy is this?" I was like, I'm gonna ignore that. I think I'm just not trying to get in an oral contract with a stranger. You know, but he didn't stop. He just got more angry. He was like, "Whose pussy is this?" And I was like, "Fee, fi, I don't know. Technically it's mine, but you're using it. What do you want?" Fucking fucked up. Don't ask me questions. Now I know better. Now I know what I'm supposed to say is, "It's yours, Daddy." It'll never happen. Never once. What I do instead when they do that, I'm like, "Mine, motherfuckers, now wrap it up." It's fucking nap time. You guys have been delightful. Thank you so much for letting me blow off some steam. I needed this tonight.
Well, keep it rolling for Haley Boyle. Oh my gosh, when she did that set, I thought Russell went to get his tiara. Because he was like, Russell has good stage advice. You know what I mean? But like, he's just the camera bitch. But you're still an awesome guy, just so you know. Russell's stick together. This next comedian,